As you could probably hear there, our neighbors have some Native Americans over sometimes and do some drumming and chanting. That's actually was my alarm clock this morning. Pretty cool. Yeah, kind of overcast day. Was trying to shave. Took out the razor from my. I use was it a safety razor, right? Where you. I think that's what it's called. Where you disposable blade in the top that clamps down. I can't find my replacement blades. I have like 500 or like 400 somewhere. I need to find those puppies because that's what I was in the middle of doing when I couldn't find them and I heard all that, so I thought I'd film a little. Where's the stick? Where'd you lose the stick? Where is it? Do you remember where you put it? The stick? The stick? You had the stick. Alright, well, if we don't have it, we don't have it. Yesterday's day of meetings extended past when we recorded. We ended up having another call with our friend Kevin, who's working on a pretty sweet project with let's say a major named artist that we're not allowed to divulge yet, but going to help out with some editing. Sent me the files over last night. Going to work on that a bit when we get back from walking. Low power day, but because yesterday was so sunny, we still have a good amount of surplus from that. So we're working with that, and we also have like what I think at least 3 gallons of gas, so we have plenty of backup if we need, but we should be good for at least like most of the rest of the day with how much sun we have gathered so far. And even though it's pretty cloudy, we've actually got 1.7 kilowatts today, so we're doing pretty good overall. We also started mocking up. I showed a little bit of it. I did a mock-up yesterday in Blender for the like acoustic resonating keyboard idea. I touched it up a bit, did a little animation for it. I have some more ideas I might touch up with that. And then the homie Carson is going to hire me to create a custom audio rack for him. So I'm going to maybe jump in Blender with that. It's actually really cool. I've realized that I can use Blender to prototype stuff and then take those designs and either just make them myself, or also I can export those files as STLs. Luffy is making some noise behind me, and then bring those into something like Fusion 360 to actually use the CNC to cut out the designs I make in Blender. Like it's a really cool pipeline, because Blender feels like just like creative playing around, but then the fact that you can translate that into real 3D files, super sick. So that's actually something I really want to get into doing more myself, just with playing around between 3D modeling and manufacturing. Aha! Another little black sage plant mixing in with what is that, a manzanita? Looks like a little bush. Because for those that don't know also actually, manzanita, well, one, these flowers are delicious. Actually, these little flowers are quite tasty. But two, manzanita are called manzanita because when the Spanish came over, they thought they looked like little apples. Manzana, manzanita, little apple. And also, after these flower up, they create these little like manzanita berries that you can essentially, like Native Americans would like mortar and pestle them down. There's like these big hard seeds in the middle. You take those out and then you can sift water through it. They would use willow baskets, but you can sift water through it because there's actually not only do they look like, but they taste. They have like a light, sweet apple taste. So you can make manzanita like juice, or you can ferment that, which is what they did, and make manzanita cider. So look at this. We got a little sage cider combo going on right there. That's a danky little combo. Oh, we just found the mother lode. Look at this. This is a huge bush. I mean, interestingly, there's not a ton of leaves on these, right? Like, it's something you definitely would want to harvest pretty sparing. Oh, even more. Oh. What's up, hummingbird? Okay, yeah, so there's definitely chunks. There's chunks of it out here, of this black sage. That's really awesome. Isn't that crazy? Where like I've walked by this so many times, and I've smelled it. I wondered, like, what's that good smell? That smells like, and it just took me stopping to which, shout out the vlog, I guess. I've learned a lot of nature on my own, but the vlog helped me learn about that one. If I didn't stop to film it, I wouldn't have gotten close enough to smell and stop and think and pick and find it. So yeah, really cool. Might like, you know, again, there's not a ton, well, now that we know, we're gonna keep our eyes open, there might be a lot more than we realize, but that's a thing I would definitely, if I harvest, do it very sparingly, because again, it's not like, I mean, for example, Palo Santo, like Yerba Santo, I mean, it's everywhere. At any point when I'm filming, I could stop and find this because it grows into the road. I mean, pine needles everywhere. Redwood, we have tons of that. But if I'm gonna harvest something like the sage, you know, want to respect the spirit, the nature, and just the plant itself, and not over harvest it. You know, keep a good relationship with the mountain. There's more of it there growing out through that tree. It's a lot of it. I think it's so crazy when like all the dirt has eroded, but a tree is just the last thing holding on to the rock, just standing tall. Standing tall on the rock. Dwayne Johnson, baby. Like, just look at that, right? All this eroded, just a rock, roots, and the sheer will to live. Here comes the sun. Do, 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 do. Nothing like a little spring water to wake you up, to center you, to connect you with the land.